623, welcome back. If you've ever had an unpleasant reaction when you eat a certain food, you may wonder if you're allergic or just sensitive.
In this week's Health Smart, Fox 43's Amy Lutz shows us a closer look at the symptoms and treatment of a food allergy versus a food intolerance.
To many of you, this looks like a healthy way to start your day. For someone with an egg allergy, though, not so much.
It was scary, especially when my son was diagnosed, because he was diagnosed so little. And you're talking 22 years ago when things weren't labeled.
Brandy Russell says all 3 of her children have life-threatening food allergies.
We had to run my middle daughter to the ER because she was eating from a buffet, which is a big no-no.
The most common food allergies are to egg, nut, and shellfish. While food sensitivity, like being lactose intolerant, is fairly common, true food allergies affect only 8% of children in the U.S. Dr. McCarty of WellSpan Health says food allergies and food intolerances can produce similar symptoms, such as stomach cramps, diarrhea, and skin rashes. But food allergies can become dangerous quickly, triggered by even the smallest amount of an item, and can include swollen airways and trouble breathing.
So typically, if it's going to be an actual allergy, you're going to see that often within 5 to 10 minutes, but typically within 30 minutes. If it's an intolerance, you could have a reaction within 30 minutes, but often it might even be several hours later or even the next day.
An easy way to remember the difference between the two is to think of it this way. A food intolerance can be inconvenient and pretty uncomfortable too. However, it is not life-threatening and not nearly as life-altering as having a food allergy can be.
It's crazy. We can't go out to eat. We can just recently have we been able to go to an ice cream shop.
Brandy says if you or a family member have either of these issues, make sure you educate yourself about how to read labels and, of course, do your best to advocate for them, especially in social settings. With your Health Smart report, Amy Lutz, Fox 43 News.